Hi, good morning, everyone. 아니, 떨려줘야지 터지치대요. 되게 비웃어. 말하는 게 어찌 되게 경험스러. 니 더케서 상지로 갈아서 드림바 갈아라나 디레 스낵스 이드리 삶바 이드리 shum부두 아니 사우스 인디언 그지 갈아서 인트로서 더 제니 군수기 디스 유레라스는 밀스레 갈아 담인데 나가담인데 디에다 삼버 라섬 아니 chutney 아니 키도 다인디 요래 언디 사우थ 인디언 그 디시 디 메인 차고래 언디 제니 수위 라소 아니 딜레나니 아니 데인 사다이 그들의 시림 같이 온주지 빙겨 요라 수모는 먼저 아마기 빙겨 치게니 레라 아린 니 바디테샤 얘도 그런 거 지랬디. 니 오시더라 들러 보면 이동 스토리 들어. It's true. 샴도 해보잖아. 샴도를 수수 더 나지고를. 저희 건데도 또 동버쥐라. 아니 시림도 전화라든지 상마 추고 요버리. 아니 합도 찍지라 페이스백도 주나야 보래. 아니 마스도 잘해든도. 아니 배워버리. 니망아 부도에도 자니가 뒤주야 멜다니 미티라 지요래. 아유를 같이 디갸지리 배워버 burada 장막감라 아니 스킨 드라이어나라 mas oily dry seja oily gana puto mukida da dinsa burdo this new dusha ni shamdo this the dry do chai do chisha da ya oily do go to now my makeup is done. How I look isn't perfect. This is great too. This you gira. Have a good day.
May this taxi go on the right way. Bitching about each other, getting jealous, they're not controlling this. Your ego becoming better, lower, more in your control. Yeah? When you can feel more peace, when you can feel you're more patient than last month, when you can feel you're less jealous, when things affect you less and less. Before, everything affects you as if you take off your skin. Imagine if somebody takes off your skin, even the air will affect you. No. Imagine somebody throws some salt on you with no skin. How painful it will be. Even the sweat will affect you. If somebody takes off their sweat, because there's salt, it will be very painful. No. But if you have skin, it doesn't hurt. It protects you. So same way. Yeah, same way. We are so sensitive to everything. We are so sensitive. How sensitive are we? Even if somebody looks at us like this, hey, care this up. Right? Like, I know drivers, when they drive and they're looking at it, hey, what are you looking at? Hey, jo. Right? Even looking at somebody, people get offended. Yeah. And if you look like this, you're like, hey, care this up. What do you need? They get freaked out. No. I'll share one story with you. How to look at people, yeah? Of course, don't look at people like this. It's not nice. But also smile, you can't always smile. Sometimes it sends the wrong signal. Let's say a kitty is smiling at a keta. The keta will be very happy. Oh, she likes me. Yeah, and likewise. Yeah, usually, I don't know, I think usually ketas smile at kitties. No, kitties usually don't smile at ketas. They're like, but ketas usually they try their best. Bechara, smile everywhere. And maybe out of 10, they get 1. They're very happy. And they plan their life. Kitties have so much choice. So they're like, okay, he's nice, right? So even smiling, there's a place. You can't smile at everybody. I'll tell you, I will share one story with you, just for a joke. I was in Sweden in 2011, and we did a forest retreat. Okay, we went to a forest, a nice lake, group of I think 15, 20 people, nice people. And then we stopped at a gas station just to eat something. I went to the bathroom, yeah. So I was wearing my robes like this, Sometimes I wear casual clothes, but that time I had to teach, so I was wearing formal clothes. I was in the bathroom, okay? So I was peeing in the urinal, right? And there was a Swedish boy. And Sweden, I think he was maybe 13, 14. Boy, he looked like 6 foot tall, like a big guy. They're very big people. I don't know what they eat, but they're very tall. So he was peeing, bechara. He looked very young, his face, he had a baby face. And he was peeing, I was peeing, and he was listening something. And he looked at me, I looked at him. And I just smiled at him. And he was freaked out. He thought I'm going to attack him or something. I just said like, I was peeing, hi, how are you? He zipped, he ran away. Seriously. And so I thought there is a place to smile. So don't smile in the toilet. Okay? It freaks people out. You can smile at a party. Okay? You can smile, I don't know, in the market. But there's a place to smile. I learned there is a place for everything. But jokes aside, how sensitive people are. He was also very sensitive. No. See, we people are very sensitive. As if we don't have any skin. Everything affects us. So measure your growth by seeing how things affect you. Last year, if people, okay, sorry to say this directly, but I have to speak directly. If people bitching about you, yeah, criticizing you, gossiping about you, if it bothered you so much, why did she talk about me? I found out this year. Why did he say bad things? If last year it bothered you, This year, it doesn't really bother you. Like, so what? Everybody bitches about each other. I take it for granted. No, I know everybody talks about everybody. It's okay, no problem. It doesn't really affect me, right? As long as they don't stab me, punch me, it doesn't really affect me. I'm okay with that. You have made some progress. Last year, if you see your neighbor building a second building, third building, bought a new Bolero camper, a Tata or something. And last year, if you feel jealous, this year you feel like, hey, I'm happy. No, I'm happy to see progress in my state. These are my own people, my neighbor, my blood, my community. I'm very happy people are progressing. I pray for everybody to have Tata and camper and big house and money. No, that's progress. Last year, if somebody saying something to you makes you angry, care this up, acting so, So this year, if you don't feel the same anger, you're making progress. Okay? And also, always have to reflect, self-reflect. Yeah? We always criticize others. We are very good at judging other people. We never judge ourselves. No. We're very good at that. No? She's like this, she's like, and what about you? Yeah, I'm okay. We never judge ourselves. The moment somebody judges us a little bit, we get angry. No. Seriously, we're so sensitive. We're very sensitive people now. Even the WhatsApp, I say, one tick, second tick is not there. You get worried. What happened? Block gardeso, whatever, network chaina, right? DND. Yeah, I don't know. What happened? You get so worried. Second tick, okay, message receive. Then the blue tick, then reply. You're so sensitive, even with a small tick. So don't be so sensitive. Measure your growth, and that's how you will know whether you practice meditation, whatever religion you follow, and especially Buddhism, you will know whether you're progressing or not. I always compare myself to the last year, to the last month, because the Palga Rinpoche of last year is not the same Palga Rinpoche as this year. I've changed. I've evolved. Yeah, my molecules have changed. I'm not static, I'm impermanent. So I'm always constantly, changing. Nothing remains forever. I'm gone. The past Palga Rinpoche is gone. He was a different person almost. The Palga Rinpoche of this morning was a completely different person. Yeah, the Palga Rinpoche right now is a completely different person. So I compare myself to the last year. Was I better? Was I worse? Maybe last year I was better. This year maybe I'm worse. Why? What happened? Am I jealous of other Rinpoches? Am I jealous of other Gompas, other lineages? Am I jealous of other communities? Yeah? Am I feeling mild to myself? I don't have any money. I am not, going to any place. Why? Maybe last year I was actually worse. This year I'm better. I'm more content. I'm more happy. So then I feel better about myself. No, so always measure yourself, okay? Not judge, but measure yourself. Very good. Always in the evening, think about your day. Don't keep scrolling all the time. Just think, it was a good day, right? It was a good day. Today I managed to control my anger a little bit. Usually I would have responded. Today I at least kept my mouth shut. At least. Inside I was burning. Yeah, inside I was burning. But I kept my mouth shut. Yes, right? That's good progress, no? Then eventually, because if you don't give the oxygen of, response to the fire of your anger, the fire will die. Okay? The fire of your anger requires the oxygen of your ego, of response. If you don't give the oxygen of response and ego to the fire of your anger, it will die. Right? Fire requires oxygen, right? So just keep your mouth shut. Trust me, it will help. Let's say you have a problem, you have a fight with your friend, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, with your husband, with your wife. Yeah, just don't open your mouth. This is the biggest problem, I tell you. We covered the body, now we go to the mouth, speech, then we go to the mind, okay? Now, the biggest problem in our society, not body, mouth. Boy, huh? The biggest weapon, this tongue, so innocent, so soft. No, look at this. No bone. I'm licking the mic, Yeah, this tongue, so soft, so innocent, bechara, but it's so powerful. You say some words, trust me, you will kill that person from inside. right? You don't have to stab people these days. You can just say something very hurtful at the wrong time. Now the problem is, these days, we don't have one tongue. Do you know how many tongues we have? 3 tongues. One in the mouth, 2 in our thumbs. Comments, right? Messaging, boy, huh? Seriously, I'm not scared of body, punching, hitting. I'm scared of this. Yeah, tongue, it's so dangerous. Criticism, I'll write, I will comment. Yeah, whatever. So, because I use social media, no, before when I started, it used to affect me a lot. Rinpoche this, Rinpoche that. I was like, why I'm not like this. I would spend hours and hours justifying myself. Trust me, don't look at some of my old posts. Yeah? You will see a big war. I'm going to war with these people, no, these trolls. And they're so happy. Oh, I'm disturbing Rinpoche. See, he's responding. Yeah? Now I learned, post it and leave it. I post and I just forget. I don't even see comments, good comments, bad comments. Sometimes if I see, I just press a like. If I don't, if somebody's criticizing me, it really doesn't affect me. So then I know I'm improving from past few years to now. It doesn't really affect me that much. I always mean well. I know not everybody will understand me. Not everybody will agree with me. Yeah, I'm sure there are some old people, elderly people, people who are very conservative. They think Palgar Rinpoche is too much sometimes, too direct. What is this bodybuilding? What is this and that? He's too modern. He's talking too directly. He shouldn't be like this. Rinpoche should be more reserved. Blah, blah, blah. That's their opinion, right? I follow my conscience. I answer to the people. I see my work. If my work is benefiting people, I'm happy with that. If my work is harming people, trust me, tomorrow I will delete all my accounts and I will never come back, to anywhere. Yeah, so that's one thing, your speech. Okay, you need to learn how to control your mouth. So when you meditate, you don't talk about anything. You don't speak. You keep your mouth, not literally shut, because you have to keep it a little bit open. And the reason why you keep your mouth a little bit open when you meditate is because you breathe through your nose as well as through your mouth. If you keep your mouth shut, what happens? You only breathe through your nose. The nose becomes dry. You understand? And many people in our society, we have this tilt nose problem. I have the same problem. My left one is a little bit blocked, my right one is open. Okay, so even when I have mucus, there's more mucus coming from the left. The right is a bit blocked, I don't remember. Yeah, one is a bit blocked. Most people have this problem. We can't breathe properly through our nose. So you have to breathe a little bit through your nose. If you only breathe through your nose, what happens is the nose becomes dry. There's not enough oxygen that the body needs. So it's good to breathe a little bit through your mouth as well as through your nose. Yeah. So really control your mouth. Okay. Control your mouth, control your thumbs. Yeah. This will help you to reduce your stress and anxiety. You don't have to respond to everything. Okay. You don't have to respond to everything. Not everything deserves your response. Remember this word. Not everything deserves. Okay, deserves. Your response is very precious. Your time is very precious. You're wasting energy by using anger. And it escalates. No, it escalates. He will also respond. No, because he also has an ego. Why do we always forget that other people also have ego? No. Why do we think that other people will just take it lying down? No, he will not take it lying down. He also has an ego. Even if it's a small person, poor person, doesn't matter. They have their pride, their ego. And our constitution, our democratic constitution, provides equal rights to everybody. Yeah? Not practically, but at least it provides. So everybody has the right to fight against anybody if they disagree. No. So other person also has an ego. If I respond to you, you respond to me. I respond to you, you respond to me. That escalates. Then you become physical. Then you do something stupid. Then you go to jail for the rest of your life. Or you have court cases for many, many years. What's the point? I see so many people, they have big problems in their life.